Ikram Alaskarov got fraud checked, man. Ikram got TKO by Robert Whittaker in the first round at 1 minute and 49 seconds. The last time Whittaker finished an opponent was against Jacare Souza back in 2017. That was like about 7 years ago, and I expected Whittaker to win by unanimous decision, but I didn't think he would secure a first round finish. And man, I love to see it. Bobby came out with an attitude like he was Thanos. He could not be denied tonight, as he's been coming out swinging since he lost to DDP, and I think he finally decided to put some power behind his shots. But now he's back in full form. But man, I couldn't be happier for Robert. And Robert dismantled Ikram, almost as if he were reading a children's book. Ikram threw numerous kicks, but Whittaker anticipated and timed a perfect blitz, rocking Ikram. Whittaker then went into berserker mode and completely obliterated his opponent. Now, I've seen a lot of people counting out Whittaker in this fight, saying some ridiculous things like Ikram was going to finish Whittaker easily. I was honestly surprised by this because yes, it is possible that Robert Whittaker can lose to Ikram, but every time I watched Ikram fight, he just looked goofy and inexperienced. That really showed in this fight against Whittaker, and at the end of the day, this fight was a high risk, low reward situation for Whittaker. And even after he won, I still believe people are gonna say, of course Whittaker won, Ikram is trash. The only good thing about this fight is that Whittaker proved that he still has it. Whittaker should be getting all the respect that he's got after this win, because Ikram was labeled as a high level prospect, and like I said, a lot of people thought he could have won potentially. Obviously, since he lost, people are gonna backtrack, saying that he was never that good. You know how recently bias is. And now I see a lot of people saying that this would have had happened to Hamza. With all due respect to Robert Whittaker, who's a phenomenal fighter, I don't think Robert would have just walked through him the same way he did to Ikram. Hamza is fast, he has that welterweight speed. Personally, I would have picked Hamza. As I mentioned before, I believe it would have been an extremely competitive fight. If you look at Ikram, he was slower and more clunky, and he didn't use his jab as much, and he didn't even attempt to grapple. He pretty much got outpointed and knocked out. And I'd love to see a rematch between Hamza and Robert. Even though Robert has 2 wins now, I think he needs one more win to get a title shot, and I don't believe the win over Ikram should automatically grant him that. The Hamza fight is the only one I really want to see in the middleweight division. There's no other fight that I want to see with Robert Whittaker besides that fight. Some people are suggesting that Robert Whittaker should fight Sean Strickland for the #1 contender spot, but I disagree. Sean deserves to be the #1 contender without having to fight Costa. I mean, after all, he lost a close split decision and deserves another title shot. But yeah, phenomenal performance by Robert Whittaker. I can't wait to see him back in the cage again. Who doesn't like to see Bobby Knuckles? Anyways, those are my thoughts on the main event. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. And if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And as always, I'll see you guys on my next one.